And welcome back to the Boat Shop. Who we now have on the program is a professional marine surveyor, and I want to discover maybe some possible ways to address and to dry out the core material. And who we have is Ed Schaefer, and I know that you have worked with boat owners all over the country. And could you explain to everybody at home exactly the function of marine surveying and why is it necessary?
Well, you survey a vessel for safety, sale, and finance of a boat.
So think about it this way, guys. If you're going to be buying a home, the bank will insist on that home getting inspected before they're going to provide a mortgage, okay, before they're going to lend money on it. They want to make sure that it's structurally sound and that their investment is safe. We have kind of a two-part foam, and I know foams have changed in Boston Whaler's history. We have an older foam in this 1982 Whaler, and from your experience, I'm trying to figure out a relatively quick, inexpensive way to dry out the foam core. And what happens, guys, is when that foam core has water saturation, it's going to sink farther into the lake or the intercoastal or whatever body of water you're running on. It's going to change the running attitude of the boat. But other fiberglass boats have different core materials. There's plywood, sometimes it's pine, it might be end grain balsa core, it might be Divinycell foam. And in surveying, I've heard that there are these different classifications of findings. What are those all about?
What they are is they're A, B, and C. An A finding is a finding that is a safety hazard. The boat cannot be put back in the water until those findings are corrected. That A finding is corrected.
Is that like a delamination thing, or where a transom is completely disintegrated, or stringers are bad, or something like that?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, what's a B finding?
A B finding is a repair it's not going to necessarily have any danger to the vessel or the people aboard. It's something that needs to be fixed in a timely fashion, but it isn't an immediate repair.
Okay, and for giggles, what's the C?
The C finding is just basically really nothing at all. Just a
maybe a suggestion.
Just a nitpicking type thing, like a loose fastener or anything, just very, very minor.
From your experience, what are some different approaches that people with foam cored boats, what have they done to dry it out?
Well, you could drip the boat, and what that involves is elevating the front of the boat, drilling holes in the back of the boat, and literally letting the water drip.
Okay, how long might that take?
That may take a year, it may take longer.
Okay,
very long process.
I've got to get this boat done this season. That's a year. Okay, I've got to get this done in a year, so that's out. What else have owners done?
Well, you could do more of a destructive thing where they cut the deck off and they scarf all the foam out of the boat, reinstall the foam and the deck. And
could you screw it up if you were doing it yourself?
Absolutely.
Okay,
absolutely.
What would happen if you changed the shape of the boat?
The boat would hook one way or another way. You know, it might have a twist to it so that when it's planing through the water, it will work port or starboard.
Do you have anything that might be fast from advice, as well as efficient? Is there anything in your personal experience?
Well, I personally use this company, and when I first heard of them, and I gave them a try. The name of the company is Dryboat. And
hold on, this is for your own...
My own personal boat.
Personal boat. What do you have?
I have a 36 Open Tierra.
Okay.
And it had wet decks and it had a wet hull side.
Right.
And I had...
Did you get a quote for remove and replace?
Yes, I did.
How much?
It was $20,000.
Okay, so but you didn't go that route. You went this different route, this Dryboat?
Correct.
How long did it take, and what was the actual dollar expenditure?
And what was really amazing is the time, 3 weeks for them to dry the boat out, to have it completely done, and it was a fraction of the price compared to the original estimate.
Okay, you got to hook me up with those guys.